I'll make love to you, not satisfy you. You're calling your friends right now, complaining. What was that you say? What he did.
must be gay.
Tops Off World Tour starts September 14th. Raleigh, Charlotte, Atlanta, Greenville, Evansville, Kansas City, Wichita, Dallas, Houston, Fresno, San Jose, Anaheim, San Diego, Morrison, Colorado, Vail, Colorado, Hollywood for 2 shows, Jacksonville, Mobile, Abbotsford, Seattle, Portland, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, Nashville, Little Rock, Springfield, Philadelphia, Norfolk, Winston-Salem, Fairfax, Roanoke, Rochester, Worcester, Newark, Providence, and Albany, New York, December 10th. My daughter is lactose intolerant, and she had a matcha this morning. She's and she's apparently took 6 shits at school.
I love that.
But
the fact that she's taking a shit at school.
I love taking shits in public.
Here's the thing: my son refused.
Really?
Yeah, to the point where he would be so constipated that his shit would turn into a softball. And I'm not even joking.
Really?
It was painful to watch him go through because he just did not want to shit in public. And it was scary.
Can I tell you, my favorite thing about being in public is shitting. like I love if I get shit at McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's something about that makes me so shitting at the airport. It's one of my favorite things.
Are you just saying because there's a creep factor to it?
No.
No,
I mean, I like shitting at home.
It is
too.
creepy that like the 2 spots that you picked. I mean, they're not attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one's.
I had a bit that I tried. I tried forever to shove into a special, and I couldn't get it.
Yeah.
I one time took a shit in the Miami airport, like 6 a.m, right? Fly home, hang out with Leanne. And it's like a Sunday. Everyone's drinking.
Yeah.
I pass out that night naked. I've been drinking all day. I pass out that night naked. I wake up the next morning, and as I go into the bathroom, she goes, "Did you take a shit at the airport yesterday?" I go, I did. I think I did. Why? She goes, check your ass. Yeah. I turn around. That little toilet nest thing it had cotton candy to my ass cheeks. I had flown home in it, Joe. I sat on it the whole flight. I pulled my pants up. It stuck on. I sat on the whole flight. I spent the whole day with it on my ass cheeks. I slept in it. I was going to fuck Leanne in it. I was like, oh my God, it was still on my ass cheek.
Imagine if you fucked Leanne in it and you looked like a rooster or something. Like it's like a peacock. It's kind of a cool look.
We should see if we could alienate every comic listening right now.
Yeah.
Now let's go to private jets. Now, what do you love about?
I'm flying private this weekend, so it's beautiful because I'm going across. I'm going to Canada, so it's like it just makes it that much better. So I'm going to Alaska, 2 shows, and then I'm going to fly to Alberta, Canada, and then just get on the plane, and fly home. I'll be in bed you know what I mean?
I hope because this is how
I love your bus though in the driveway. It's dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I can't.
I hope that people listen to this the way I do because I get inspired by people living ways that I'm not. Like when I remember maybe it was Rogan was talking about this flight he took private. And it was I won't say Rogan's business, but it was impressive.
Yeah.
And I remember going I remember thinking, so that's possible.
Yeah.
Like you can get to a place where you start making money where you can do that. Like that's insane.
You know what's crazy is that's the mentality that, and I hate saying this, but like sometimes you got to hit people over the fucking head and they don't want to listen. And it's like you and I have that mentality.
Yeah.
Like we're not jealous fucking people. And that's what kills you. It's like your ego will kill you and destroy you. And you can sit in that pocket for as long as you want. Or you can be a forward thinker and be inspired by anybody. You don't even have to like the person you're being inspired by, but just know that it's available and that opportunity does exist. And that's why I love you so much. It's like I can banter with you and I know that it's out of love. I get inspired by you. When I see you do something, I'm like, well, fuck, Bert did it. I got to do it. It's like the minute you did that festival, I'm not even bullshitting you, bro. I talked to Mike, my promoter, and I'm like, we have to do a festival.
You should.
And I go,
you should.
It doesn't even have to be a comedy festival. It could be anything.
You're so diverse. You could do I would go to your festival for the litany of different things you'd have because the things you're into, you have a more of a your hold on the pulse of culture, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like going to yours, I'd be like, oh shit, I bet he did a collab with someone.
Yeah.
I bet their merch is gonna be fucking insane. I bet there's gonna be something in the middle during the break. I bet there'll be comedy, but I bet there's gonna be so much more.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see what your festival would be.
Yeah, man. And I
Do
think
it.
just
Do
being
it.
creative is like what keeps you sane. Because you and I, man, if we're idle for like an hour, we will go insane, and then we'll drive everybody else insane. Just like I did. I totally forgot like 3 things today, and people are like, "Fuck, Joe, how'd you forget?" It's like because I don't think about this shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like 2 things, like tour and funny. Like that's all I think about. I can care less about anything else.
You'd be shocked about the fucking moronic things I have. Today I had an idea where I wrote it down. I said, I'm going to write earnestly. You know how people won't like, they're not like if as a comic, sometimes you can tell them something cool and they'll be like, oh, cool, I'll hear you out. I'm going to write a solo music album, acoustic, and I'm going to release it under a pseudonym, and I'm going to promote it on other people's podcasts and see if I can blow this guy up. And then it'll be me.
I love that.
I literally, because I was like,
dude, I love that.
Like Chris DeStefano talked about the 1975 on Rogan.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden everyone downloaded the 1975. Rogan talked about Anthony Oliver. Like he just reposted him and the guy went viral. He's the biggest artist in the world. And I was like, I wonder if I could do that for like just as a lark,
I think
as
it's
a
so
fuck around.
that I would love to see you do that.
Like Dane fucked up when he released the album as Dane Cook. If he would released it like the way Garth Brooks did, as that pseudonym, and then been like, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I was like, at what point?
This guy has his shirt on. This is nuts. I love this guy.
People won't recognize I'm a cowboy hat down with his shirt on.
Yeah. I love it.
And on the back of the album, I'll be up with my face.
Yeah.
I was like, at what point will Segura figure out it's me? Because that's the only person I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
It's time to go. I don't like the guy's music. And I can go, I don't know, man. I don't think you're listening to it right.
You know what's funny though is the real is like the reveal for that is like a Scooby Doo episode. It's like no one knew it was you until they pulled the stupid hat off.
I would have
like,
gotten away from it.
Fuck Bert. It was Bert the whole time.
I would love for you to do a fucking festival. I would love for you to do a festival.
I'm gonna.
I think
I love the fact that it's like, and I love talking to you. Like every time I talk to you, it's like we just keep inspiring each other. But it's like, I write shit down a lot, right? And there was this thing, like I came from coffee houses from Vegas, right? That was always my start. Playing the shitty nightclubs where you're not allowed, they don't put seats on the dance floor. So everyone was sitting on the outside of the dance floor and they put a mic and stool in the middle of the dance. Like I played shitty venues, pool tables, coffee houses, restaurants, you know what I mean? Where they put like a piece of plywood on top of an 8-seat booth, you know what I mean? That's your stage. So like, those were the rooms I was doing, and in my head I'm like, how about if I built a venue? Like I got the money. How about if I make a venue for up and coming comics where they don't have to like fight for stage time or impress the manager or there's only 3 clubs to work in, and it's like I want to build this thing called Black Box, and it's just an amazing venue. It's a cool theater, small, intimate, but like everything you need. If you wanted to shoot like you're whatever it is you need to shoot, you can do it at this. And like it's been killing me for years, 10 years. It's been like, I know I can make something beautiful like this. And it's happening. Like it's almost done. It's on Ventura. Yeah. It's literally almost over a month away. On Ventura. Yeah. Right next to Starbucks and Al's Diner. I think it's Al's, right? There's a diner there.
Right over
in Studio City.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's almost done, man. I spent like 70 grand just on the stage. You know what I mean? And it's like it's just for like up and comers or whatever, like just want to work out or just have time, you know what I mean? And like not have to deal with the bullshit and the politics that this town comes with sometimes.
What was the thing? I don't know. So I'm trying to isolate this. My dad at a young age told me 2 things that I have stuck with me, and I don't know if he did them on purpose or on accident.
Yeah.
He told me, number 1, I love pressure. As a little kid, he said, you love pressure. That's the thing about you, Bert. When you want all the chips against you, that's when you perform at your highest. Adversely, I love pressure now. I feel like I do perform best in pressure situations because my dad told me that. The other thing he said one time, and I don't remember doing this, my baseball coach complimented me behind my back. We all got $10 to get lunch at dinner at McDonald's on a ride, and there was a homeless guy. I do not remember doing this. I'm not humble bragging. I really don't think I did. It doesn't sound like me, but I spent $5 on a meal for me and $5 on a meal for a homeless guy, and I brought him a meal outside. He told my dad that, and my dad said, "That's what's amazing about you." The other thing my dad said is,
how old were you when?
I must have been 17.
Oh,
I don't remember doing it. I really don't, and it doesn't sound like me. Now I go $10 at McDonald's. Yeah, it doesn't even feed me. So
yeah.
I don't know. Like as I hear it, I go, "What was I on a diet?"
Hold on.
And so
that's the old menu.
My dad says constantly, the one thing I envy in you is you don't get jealous. You don't get jealous. I know. I don't. I'm sorry. I do get jealous. I do. It's a normal thing. But whatever the thing is that some people have, I don't have.
Yeah.
I see cool in a lot of cool stuff. I'll give you a perfect example. I was obsessed. I was in love with the videos you did when you'd put your hand on the camera and go, check this out. Like you go Brooklyn.
Yeah.
We got one show at the King's Theater tonight. You know what? Let's add a second. Check this out. And then you tap and it would be a sold out. I loved it. Now, I'm certain there must be comics or people that get shitty about that, but for whatever DNA makeup I got, that inspires me and it forces my brain to think in a very creative way. I love that. Same with Dane or like Joe. When there are people that I remember hearing it when Joe started his podcast, people that just shit on his podcast.
Yeah.
All I saw was all the opportunities that were now available to us.
Yeah.
You know, when people on Twitter or on Instagram I get inspired as opposed to jealous.
Yeah.
I kind of know where it comes from me, but I'm dying to know because I want to give it to more people.
Yeah.
Where do you get it from?
I really don't know where I get it from. I've never been that jealous guy. I just get heavily.
Will you ever try to isolate a time when you were a kid where you were jealous? Like you grew up poor.
Don't get me wrong. I would get, when I was a kid, it's like we didn't have any money. You know, I got my friend that's driving around on a YZ80 at 13 years old. And I'm like, I don't even have a bicycle. You know what I mean? Like, like what the fuck? Like what kind of parents do you got? You know what I mean? But as far as like stand up or anything that had to do with career or I don't know, I wouldn't get jealous. I would just get like frustrated because I'm like, yo, when's it gonna happen for me? Like what's going on? Like I always gave everyone their flowers because it's like I'll be there. It's just my path is a little longer and I'm good with that. I'm cool.
What was because I feel like you were successful. I feel like the first time I knew you were successful 2 times. One time I was at the Hartford Funny Bone. I know I've told you. I think I've told you this. And I had a blind guy on stage. I brought a blind guy on stage, and he was feeling people's faces.
Yeah.
And he was telling on a scale of 1 to 10 how hot they were. And I thought it was real genius shit.
Yeah.
I thought I'd really cracked the code. It was so horrible to bring an ugly person on stage and then have him go 4, and everyone's like, he's killing it. And then
this guy is a genius.
And so,
holy shit, he's more than blind. He's an X-Man.
I remember someone going, like, what if he's not blind? And then I was like, that's the greatest rub in the universe.
Yeah.
If you just brought a guy, he's like, and he feels her face and he just looks at her and he goes, too Jewish. And everyone's like, she does look Jewish.
Oh, man.
But, and so I got off stage and Jackie, do you remember Jackie used to run the Hartford Funny Bone?
Yeah.
She comes back and I'm like really, Nikki Glazer was with me and I'm feeling my oats. I'm like, or no, it might have been this girl, Andy Smith. Uh-huh. And I'm feeling my oats. I'm like, that was good. And she comes backstage and she's like, yeah. Let's get ready for the second show. And I was like, good show, Jackie? And she goes, Joe Coy gets standing ovations. And she walked away.
Oh, shit. Are you serious?
The next weekend, I was in either Omaha or Dayton or one of the basic
Omaha's a room.
And they
That's
were like,
a good room.
And I was like, how ticket sales look? And they're like, good. Someone's like, good. You know, Joe Coy charges extra for up front. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, man, he's in front of everything I'm doing. But that's the first time I realized, oh shit, Joe's popping. Like that is, because I'd seen some stuff. Like I knew I'd run into you a long time ago at the elevator of the parking garage over by Crunch.
Yeah.
Across the street from the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
But that's when I was like, oh, things are fucking happening. I'm wondering if that was during the Chelsea Lately time, but I think it was before.
It was during.
Was during?
Yeah.
Was that, do you think that was your first big pop?
I think it was everyone's big pop.
I never did Chelsea lately.
Oh, you did it? Oh,
No.
yeah, you didn't. You were a name that, like,
No,
everyone was talking about. No, but the comics were talking about you.
Everyone was
talking about Bert
I was
Kreischer.
so dialed in for that show because I was so obsessed with celebrity gossip.
Oh, really?
I've always been obsessed with celebrity gossip. I love it. That's
crazy. You never got on.
No one ever thinks that I'm into that because it's not what I look like.
Yeah.
But that used to be all I cared about. I don't care as much.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once you know the people, it's not as fun.
Yeah.
But
I do want to go back on something real quick.
What?
Because I don't want. But when she said that Joe Coy charges extra for the front,
yeah.
Can I just tell you why though?
Please.
Let me tell you why I did it, and I don't want anyone think that it was like a money grab or anything like that.
Even if it is, who gives a fuck?
Well, I want to explain why what inspired that to happen and why I had to grab a hold of that, right? Because they don't understand, like people don't understand that that's our business, right? Like especially when you go on a percentage deal, like I'm not doing a buyout. Like I'm not doing like, oh, 700 on the weekend. You know what I mean? We'll give you flight and travel. It's like, no, I took the percentage deal, like full on risk. It's like if I don't sell a ticket, I make no money. And then I was noticing that the front seats had like these vodka bottles in a paint bucket or whatever. You know what I mean? Those metal paint buckets.
Oh, because the club will sell them.
They were selling front of lines.
Yeah.
And if you buy the front of line with the VIP bucket of vodka, you get guaranteed front seats. And I'm like, hold on. I'm on the percentage deal. I need those seats.
Yeah.
So I was like, how do I counter that? And I'm like, all right, the only way I'm coming to your club is I got to have those seats and I got to give my deal. Like if you want front row, I'll give you a shirt. I'll give you blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that's how we're going to do it.
That's so smart.
It took me like 2 shows or two venues to really, it didn't really sink in at first. I was like, whoa, what? Like everyone in the front row just bought a vodka bottle? Like it was driving me nuts. And then I asked them and they were like, yeah, that's our front row, front of line pass. I'm like, no, that's got to come to stop. You can't do that.
Because they find a workaround. They also have their own comps where they trust me,
I got rid of all those.
Oh, because they would go, those were the valuable comps.
Yeah, man.
That's when radio got theirs and all the DJs would show up.
And
you're like,
kill you.
I'm eating 25 seats in the back.
Yeah.
And yeah, they used to do that. They'd go like.
And by the way, we love the improv. Don't get us wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Bert and I love the improv. Without the improv,
love the
we
improv,
wouldn't be where we're
love
at.
Funny Bones.
But you know, we're businessmen, man. And you got to like, when you see something, you got to like grab a hold of it. And like, just like you said with the comps, like I know where I first stopped it. Like to this day, I can tell you exactly where I stopped the comps. And it was Tampa, the Tampa Improv.
Oh.
It was insane. It was so insane because I knew shit was popping. I knew like the other improvs I was selling out. And then I go here to the Tampa Improv. I forgot his name. He's a cute guy. He's a little tiny guy. Yes.
Yep.
And I remember going in, and I remember on the Thursday show, they had all these comps. And I'm like, hey, man, we can't do that. Like, I don't care if I only sell 100 tickets. Like, it's going to be 100 tickets that I can talk to, and they'll come back with 200 people next time.
Yeah.
But if we comp it, then I'm always going to be a comp guy. I'm going to be free comedy show.
Everyone should take a pause right now. There's 2 people I've heard say this in my entire life, and to date, I've heard this since, but to date, you and Tom Segura.
Oh,
Tom Segura would not fuck with a comp.
No, man.
He's like, no, man. I'd rather there be no one in here.
Yeah.
And he was like, because if you comp out this room, then I got to cater to the comps.
Yep.
I got to deal with the comps. My complaints are coming from the comps.
Yeah.
And yet I will say this, and I apologize to Tom's wife. I was the dude that was like, comp the fuck out of the room.
Yeah.
I was like, it's okay. I want a full room.
Yeah.
And I thought you could translate them into fans. You can't.
You can't.
You cannot.
You will always be, we're here for the beer and there's a funny guy on stage.
They
That's
don't
all
give
it
a
is.
fuck
Give
who
a
you
fuck.
are.
Nope. And they'll never come back.
Nope.
It's like the cat and the milk thing. Like, it's true. It's like they'll keep coming back for the free milk. And it's like, you are your own, you establish how much you're worth. And if you're going to be free, then you're going to be free for the rest of your life.
That's a really prophetic statement. I am not. There are 2 types of people.
Yeah.
There are free ticket people.
Yeah.
And then there are people who want to get what they like.
Yeah.
Like I actually don't want anything for free. Like when I go I'm going to the Rams. I'm going to the Rams
Man.
Saints
Yes.
Thursday night game. And, they hit up. Do you want us to take, whatever? And I was like, nope.
Nope.
I want to buy them. And they're like, huh? And I was like, I told my agents and everyone, I was like, I will buy those tickets because I don't want anything. I don't want, I went to Metallica, I paid for the tickets. I don't want to, first of all, the number one thing you need to know is if they're giving us something, we're earning it.
Yes.
They're going to, the second you get there, there's going to be a mic on you and you will be doing
true.
everything.
Yes.
Can you do one of your promo reads, rip your shirt off? Can you rip your shirt off? I had someone the other day, you might have been sitting next to me and the guy goes, they want you to take your shirt off. I go, tell them they can fuck themselves. No one. I'm fucking.
No, but they're giving you a half slab of ribs. Just put barbecue sauce on your belly.
And can
do it, Bert, please.
Here's a Kool-Aid. Can you do that and go vodka, vodka, vodka?
Yeah, please, Bert.
Motherfucker. And I was always the guy, but there's the free ticket person. They don't really give a fuck about anything.
Yeah, man.
They don't clean the inside of their car. They don't wear condoms.
Wait, how do you know this? How do you know this from just free tickets?
I just know that person.
They have a sore somewhere.
Can I tell you?
There's always a sore.
There's one dude. There's always a
sore.
Yeah.
There's like a sore on their lip. There's a sore on their lip that they have to cover with a thick mustache.
And they smoke cigarettes.
They have they have a ring here, like a nicotine ring.
Yeah.
It's just heavy.
They don't pronounce their NTs like perfectly. They go couldn't. They don't go, could not.
They hate to floss. It's time consuming and their teeth bleed.
I was sitting in Philadelphia and there was a dude that comes out. He's like, Dad, I'm doing accents bad. He's like, bro, your boy Tommy sold out. And I was like, what? And he goes, Tommy sold out. You know, I used to get free tickets for that guy. Now he wants $25 or $35 for a ticket. Fuck him. And he was like, I got comp for your tickets. And I remember thinking, Tom does not want you at your show. And I don't think I want you at my show.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Here's $70. Just leave.
I would rather someone, my favorite thing is like comping out tickets to people that are like, because you'll get people like, yo, I'd love to come to your show. I can't afford it this month. I'm going to catch you next time you're through. Love the podcast. And then I love just going, got you. Hit up Peter, come in. And then they're always like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But man, you're right. Free ticket people.
The worst.
They're always free ticket people.
You know, this is the one I hate too. The ghost text that just comes all of a sudden when you're going to, let's just talk about Dallas.
Yeah.
Right? Yo, man, you coming to Dallas. Bro, can I get 2 tickets?
Oh.
It's like, no, man. Where were you the whole year? No.
Joe, fuck this. I'm gonna up you one.
Yeah.
Check this out. How often do people ask for money on Venmo? Joe, I'm not even fucking around. I have look at this. This is all people asking for money on Venmo. This is all.
Wait, are you talking about family?
No. Chris Nicolopoulos requested $50. He wrote, you're my hero. Can I get $50? And that is from 2020. This is Marcus Lindbaum. Can I get $5?
Hey, that 2020. Can you send him $50? They needed that.
What if I send it to him now?
I mean, you're a fucking asshole.
What if I send it to him now?
Send it to him now and say, I'm sorry about the pandemic and I didn't give you $50.
No, I'm going to say, he
was hungry,
I'm going to say, hey, man, hopefully you didn't die during the pandemic. But if you did, I'm rolling the dice on I probably get this $50 back. Chris. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, why not ask for fucking $500?
Yeah.
I wonder what the most I've been asked for on Venmo is. I get asked, do people ask you for Venmo?
I have, all the time. Yeah, all the time. Like, Joe, I really need if you can help me out, man. I mean, and it's like, can we also say this?
Did you ever hear Felipe Esparza?
No, what happened?
He goes, this guy hit him up. He's like, hey man, I can really use some tickets. My mom got COVID. My sister got cancer, and I just got fired.
I could use some tickets
to your show. And Felipe goes, hey man, you're bad luck. I don't want you on my show.
That's hilarious. That's perfect. Perfect response. You're gonna
show to my show, the light's gonna fall on someone's head.
Hilarious. That is the worst thing though, when people ask after traumatic things, and it's like, come on, man, don't do that. It's like, can we do a meet and greet? We're just, my dad was a huge fan, and he passed away this weekend, and the whole family's here, and we just want to come see you. If you could make us laugh, and so we can think of him. And I'm like, fuck, man, no. Like, if you don't mind, I really don't want to. I really don't want to go there. Like I'm fucking having fun on stage. I don't want to cry in my goddamn meet and greet and hug. So he's no longer here. Here's it. And then I sign. And you know what sucks is I'll sign something like to Steve. Fuck, Steve's not here anymore.
Oh God, I was in Columbus, Ohio, and they're like, there's this guy. He's like, he's not doing well. He's got cancer, and he wants to come to your show. It's his dying wish. Like he's not enough long on this earth. His whole family's coming. They brought a limo.
Yeah.
Is it cool? And I was like, yeah. I was really panicked. This is a long time ago. I remember called Dane. I was like, yo, how do you deal with like a dying? He goes, hey, don't take notes. Be very casual.
Yeah.
They're gonna come to you back after the show. Just make eye contact. Tell him you hope you had a good time. Tell him he's got this. You'll be thinking about him. Just very low key. Don't bring it up during the show. You'll see them. You'll see them. They're going to be having the best time of their lives.
Yeah.
You got this. He's like, call me after the show. So I do the show. And then they fucking ghost me. They just left.
Get out.
I didn't even say anything.
Get out.
I gave him tickets and everything.
What the fuck?
And Dane called me. He goes, how'd it go? I go, man, they just fucking left. He's like, we get those too. They're bullshit people who just want free tickets. Oh.
That shit, you should be able to go back there and like find out where they live and just knock on the door. I'm like, hey man, what the fuck was that?
I need to see some like blood work.
Yeah, show me something. The guy that passed away answers the door. Bert! What the fuck, bro? Aren't you dead?
I've been feeling better.
He's got your shirt on. He's like, Segura, man, charges, man. You don't. You don't, man. So we tried this scam on Segura. He said, nah.
Do you want the best one ever?
We knew you wouldn't.
The best one ever? I was at the Tampa Improv. This has got to be 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago. And Gary Valentine, who you remember Gary Valentine?
I love Gary.
Gary is so
Can
fucking
you explain
funny.
to the people who Gary Valentine is?
Gary Valentine is Kevin James's brother.
Yes.
His older brother.
And bro, exactly the same. Same energy, same delivery, same everything, bro.
I'm going to argue, and I think Kevin would be fine with me saying this. Gary's funnier. Gary's so fucking fun as a person. Without a doubt, if you're going to meet one of the brothers,
yes,
even Kevin will be like, meet Gary first.
Meet Gary. Go to karaoke with Gary, and you'll have the best time of your life because he will knock it out of the park. Singing wise, 0 points.
0.
Fucking performance, 1 million.
He is the funniest human being. I have so many. I had a solid year of my life that I spent every day with Gary. You were
opening, or he was following?
Oh no, we were on a TV show together.
Oh,
and so we spent every day. One of my favorite memories ever of Gary Valentine is he had to interview Joe Rogan on our talk show, and they came in with notes, and he goes, "I don't need fucking notes. It's Joe. We're buddies. Joe, we've been friends. I'm meeting Joe for the first time." They go, well, Bert and Gary, you guys are going to do the interview, and here are the notes, Gary. He's like, I don't need notes. Joe's my buddy. We've been pals for years. I'm going to just get up there. We're going to riff. It's comics. Let us do our fucking thing. And they're like, well, in case you want the notes, I don't need the fucking notes. Joe, they're giving me notes. Come on, man. Let's rock and roll, baby. We go out there, and he's like, all right, everybody, we're back. My buddy today he co-hosts the UFC. You've seen him on news radio, Joe Rogan. And Joe goes, what's up, Gary? He's like, not much. All right, cut. Let's do it again. And then he goes, all right, one more time. And he goes, okay. Gonna riff old buddy Joe Rogan to stand-up comedy. We came up in the Comedy Store, right, Joe? And he's like, yeah, Gary. And he's like, freezes again.
That's so good.
He goes, give me the fucking notes.
That's so funny. I don't want to even see that episode.
Oh God,
that's fucking awful.
He made me laugh. That human being could make me laugh. So we go. I'm in Tampa one weekend with my family, and Gary's at the Improv. So Gary's like, yo, Bertsky, come down to the Improv. Do a set. We'll hang out. And I was like, oh, great. So we all got to bring my whole family. Gary comes up to me, he goes, Melanie Griffith is in the fucking stage. I go, what? And he goes, she's upstairs, Bertsky, on the 3rd floor. I go, look up, and I'm like, doesn't look like Melanie Griffith. He goes, no, I comped her whole party. Like 15 people. Melanie fucking Griffith came to see me. I go, do you know Melanie Griffith? He goes, no. I go, does she know your brother? And he goes, no. I go, you really think it's Melanie Griffith? He goes, well, she said she's Melanie Griffith. I go, did you meet her? And he goes, she wanted to keep her face hidden so she had a hat on. And I go, okay, I'll go up and do this thing. So I go up top, and I like looking, and I'm like, Gary, she's like 170 pounds. I don't think that's Melanie Griffith. He goes, does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Because I think it's Melanie Griffith. I go, you're right. And he goes, Melanie Griffith is a big fan. Bert.
Fuck, man. That's such a good line.
He's so
Does it even matter? Can we just keep the illusion alive, Bert? Why are you fucking up my dream? Melanie's here, you fucking asshole.
I go, isn't she married? And he goes, she's with her friends.
What is that?
Yeah.
These are facts
weekend.
I don't need to know.
Yeah, get Bert.
We have Google.
I had a great
Did
set.
I use it? No.
I murdered in
It's
front
fucking Melanie. Now, Angelina Jolie's in the corner. And she's with Brad. She's keeping it hush-hush, but they're back together. Shut the fuck up, Bert.
God, that guy is so fucking funny.
Bert! Denzel! It's just a black guy. It's the doorman. Denzel! Equalizer!
The whole
So fucking good, right?
Airmen right there.
You know what Gary Valentine's life is? That painting of all those famous actors from the 50s inside of a diner.
Yeah.
That's Gary's world. James Dean's having a milkshake at the. It's amazing.
God, he is such a funny. He's just funny. Like some people,
I
are just
love him.
naturally funny.
Yeah.
The hardest he ever made me laugh. I wish if someone could find footage of this, I'll pay you. I'll pay you for
Is
it.
Gary older?
Older, yeah.
See, so then, like when you see Kevin dance, that's got to be Gary inspired.
Oh, it's 100%.
You know what I mean? Because like when Gary does it, bro, I'm telling you, we went to a karaoke bar, and I've never laughed so hard in my fucking life, man. I would like literally, you know, where you double over, like you slip off the bar stool,
Yeah.
like that. That's
yeah.
what I was doing with Gary because he was so good, and he's so committed, bro. He's committed, and he's singing. And he's not looking at the words on the screen. He knows the words. He's fucking crushing it, man.
Dude, his physical comedy. He used to do this thing where he'd get on stage, he'd pull the mic off, put it a stand over, take the mic over the improv, and then he'd try to hop up on the piano, but he'd fall short. He'd just go hit, and then he'd just stand up like it never happened, and it would make me laugh so fucking hard. Who is okay? Let's not talk stand up. Let's not talk like when we talk about people.
Yeah.
Who's the funniest comic? Just the person, meaning not on stage. Let's fuck on stage.
Yeah.
Like who is the funniest comic? Support for today's episode comes from Waterboy. Waterboy is a hydration powder scientifically formulated to cut your hangover time in half. There are other hydration packs on the market, but nothing comes anywhere close to fighting off those Sunday scaries like Waterboy with zero sugar, which is very important if you're in ketosis, and over 3 times the electrolytes of Liquid IV. Your hangover will stand no chance. Unlike their competitors, Waterboy has added ingredients beyond just hydration to help with nausea, anxiety. That's when you hangover, but you also have anxiety. I know a lot about that. And fatigue. We all know that hydration alone isn't enough to help after that bender you had in Vegas. For a limited time right now, our listeners get 15% off your entire order with code BERT at waterboy.com. You know for a fact my brand is recovery. That is everything I believe in. I believe it's not worth partying if you can't enjoy tomorrow. You need to party so that tomorrow's great, and Waterboy ensures that your tomorrow is the best today you'll ever have. Bro, is that great branding right there? That's amazing. Hundreds of thousands of people already trust Waterboy as their hangover cure. It's time to stop dealing with that anxiety alone. For a limited time, my listeners get an exclusive 15% off discount when they use the code BERT at waterboy.com. That's 15% off with code BERT at waterboy.com. Waterboy has got you recovered. Buying tickets for your favorite event should not be stressful. Game Time is the fastest, easiest way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, theater, anything near you. With killer deals on last-minute tickets and their best prices guaranteed, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll have. That is the best feeling, is to know you got tickets and start the text thread, start the memes, start the jokes, all the inside jokes. Send, what are we wearing? I love that energy. That's what these live events should be about. And you get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. Get images of your seats also before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. Buy tickets in a matter of seconds, 2 taps, and you're set. Isla said she wanted Metallica tickets, literally went to Game Time. No joke. Such quick 2 taps that we thought we did it wrong. We were like, there's no way we have these tickets. We got great tickets. Snag tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code Bertcast for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply again. Create an account and redeem code Bertcast for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Like, who is the funniest comic? Meaning that dude that every time you're around, they're just
okay. So someone in your life, in your group, or just in general that inspired you?
Whatever.
Ah, fuck, whatever.
I'll start. I'll say.
Can I say one?
Please.
I'm really digging Asif Ali.
Wait, who? Do I know him?
You should know him. You'll know him, but he's funny, man. Off the cuff, like he ad libs. Are you gonna Asif? Yeah. I mean, this kid's funny. Yeah, you've seen his work. He gets a lot of TV work. And he was in my movie too as well. But I mean, this kid, there he is.
Oh,
no. She's about to click anything. You mean the owner of this hotel in Saudi Arabia?
Wait, you mean the cricket player, right?
Right there. The one that looks like he's doing fucking stand-up. She's clicking any guy.
No, the one with the
soccer
mic in his hand.
The soccer player?
I guess it's a unique
You mean this
name.
guy on the camel?
It's a unique
This guy
name
going through the Mojave Desert?
If your name's Rachel, you're like, this must be him.
This must be him. Yeah. He's so, I'm telling you, Bert, man,
really?
Like there's a lot of up and coming guys that like haven't like blown up yet, but man, this guy, dude, I watch him. I die every time, man. He's just, his energy's on point. His ad lib skills. Like I love being able to just go off cuff, and leave it and come back, intertwine. I love calling back shit that you just made up on the cuff. And,
oh my God.
And then putting it inside of a bit. Like I love seeing the whole spectrum of comedy. Like I love a storyteller too. So like if you can give me a story and let me know who the fuck you are, and deliver it the same way I would deliver a shit joke. You know what I mean? The worst joke you can think, a shit joke, but have the same delivery, the same setups and everything as if I'm telling my son's first day of school. You know what I mean? And tell it in joke form, but it's a story. Like, man, that's my everything.
Where's she from?
I was so inspired by like when I was a kid, in the 80s, like I've always watched like the storytellers. I loved like Brian Regan when he would, tell his stories, like the baseball story, or Eddie Murphy about Uncle Gus and Aunt Bunny, Richard Pryor, you know what I mean? Like,
dude,
just the storytellers, man. Dennis Wolfberg was my man, dude. Rest in peace. But I don't think the world got to see just how genius Dennis Wolfberg was.
I know Dennis Wolfberg.
He was a teacher. He was an elementary school teacher. And he'd always talk like this. Every punchline, he would make his eyes real big. And but man,
I know Dennis Wolfberg. Yeah,
bro, he was a genius, man, and I could watch him all day. Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson was so
just
good.
Him and his brother, and
he did something you do very, very well, which I wish I did better. Is he could introduce a character very simply, and then bring that character to life repeatedly in just moments. Like it's so good. I don't do it, or at least I'm not cognizant. I can't do it as well. I don't know what it is, the right thing to say about that, but like his dad always, or his mom always getting, Louis Anderson had a joke about his mom always looking for a deal. Get that toaster.
Yeah.
It's 25 cents. He goes, it's broken. And she goes, the cords were 25 cents. He's like, oh, next time I'm short $1, I'll just throw up 4 toaster cords. And then, oh wait, there's a shoe. Like it was so brilliant, and it wasn't dirty. It was just simple.
It was simple.
I love when you hear things. I'll tell you what, I mean, I love my favorite thing you've ever done, out of a lot of things. I love the way you opened not your last special, but the special before that, I think. I think it was the one in Hawaii, maybe? Yeah. I love how you opened that about the different Asian.
Yeah.
But can I tell you what I loved about it?
Yes.
Is that, and I'm meaning this as a compliment, I think that would be something in the middle of your set and you opened with it.
Yeah, man.
And it was very convocational, meaning I felt like it brought people together.
Yes, it did.
And
I'm so happy you're saying that, man.
It made me feel like, because I witnessed it too.
Yeah.
And you're saying it with allowed to say it coming from a different race, but it was very like
also experience, man.
Yeah. Oh,
so I take on, and here's the thing, I'm half Asian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm half white. But, I was raised by my mom. You know what I mean? My mom and dad divorced when I was 10. So all I know is my Filipino side. My nickname, Jokoy, is my Ate Evelyn. She used to call me Joko all the time.
Yeah.
So that's where the nickname came from. My real name's Joseph Herbert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I grew up in the 70s and 80s. So I experienced all that bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
I experienced the racism. I experienced the pull the eyes back and that's all Asians. You know what I mean? That a little kid did that to my mom, man. And that was the most... Like to this day, I still remember how my mom reacted. You know what I mean? So it was very important for me to do that joke. Like if you listen to it, you got to really listen to the joke. It's like, I'm not making fun of, I'm celebrating.
Yeah.
And I'm making them proud. You know what I mean? And I clearly say it. It's like only if they have accents. If they don't have accents, you can't tell us apart. So keep your fucking compliments to yourself. You know what I mean? But for fun, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a little palette.
Yeah.
Of ways you can tell us apart. And it's so funny because it's like the response that I got was just so massive, man. Like it was huge. Like Vietnamese people were going crazy.
Well, our best friends are Vietnamese.
Yeah.
And they Vietnamese and Chinese. I wish she was just Vietnamese.
Yeah.
She's a Chinese.
Yeah. I don't want to hear the compliment anymore. No, but tell me give me her other half.
She's a Chinese immigrant from Vietnam.
Yeah.
So every time I try to say, because she grew up in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And then had to immigrate to Boston.
Yeah.
On a boat. So she had a real authentic, I don't want anyone to think she just was like a dissident's child and then flew over. She was and it was from Vietnam, and she identifies way more with Vietnam because she grew up there and she does business in Vietnam. But every time I say it, I gotta say she's Chinese.
Yeah.
But they live she eats when you go to their house, they have Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Vietnam bomb shit.
But one thing I love though is the response, and it was almost like, we always have to put this in perspective. And I hate doing this with you because I always do it with you, right? I always have to go through these, these facts and what we go through, and it's a struggle, Bert. And it's like, but if you really look on the outside, man, if you look at the majority of who's, populating, where we live, it's like, for you, it's a little different. You get to talk to a broader audience. You got 70% of the population, bro. It's you. It's and then when you break it down to break it down. Instead of putting us in groups at Asian, when you break it down to each Asian, you know what I mean? And you just generalize this all in one group. It's not only offensive, but it sucks. You don't feel seen. You don't have an identity, right? And here we are living in this country. I'm Filipino. My mom's Filipino. She has an accent, but the minute you do an accent, it's like, oh, here he goes with the accent. It's like, I'm not doing that. I'm doing that because I'm doing the best impersonation of my American mother who's Filipino, who lives here, and you know her. And unfortunately, when you watch TV, you don't get to see her.
No.
They you know what I mean? How many Filipinos are nurses? You watch a show in a hospital, not one fucking Filipino on TV.
That is
so just imagine how my mom
Chicago
feels.
Hope doesn't have any fucking...
Bro, now General fucking Hospital. Any goddamn hospital. Grey's Anatomy. It should be called Filipino Anatomy. You know how many Filipinos in a hospital?
Yes, I do.
How many Filipinos?
No. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I know that specifically
Yes.
because every time I go into the fucking cardiologist, they're like, "Do you still know Joe Coy?"
Yeah. But like even in my family, I have so many nurses. You know what I mean? Like I have an aunt that lives in Bakersfield. She has 7 nursing homes and just employs all these Filipino nurses. It's like, they want to be they want to have an identity. They want to feel recognized. And it's like when I do that bit about my mom, which is a compliment to my mom, I'm no way making fun of her. She's a fucking badass. You know what I mean? And you get a sense of pride and you feel that you have a sense of like identity. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. And like with the Vietnamese and the Koreans and the Japanese, they all just DM after DM like, yo, thank you, bro. Like, fucking thank you. Like, it's the best way to get that out there without being offended.
It was like I watch it. What I also loved is it's so conversational. I've seen people look. We've done this long enough that we know all the tricks.
Yeah,
that was so in the moment. It didn't feel like it was prepared for the special.
Yeah,
like it felt, and I can tell usually. But even me, I'm on my thing going, hold on.
Yeah.
Like, was this, because he's in Hawaii, was this something he was doing on the road?
Yeah.
And what an interesting place to do it in Hawaii, where it is such a fucking melting pot.
Yeah.
Yet there is so much like, Hawaii is a place that does have a weird proprietary xenophobia. It was such a, and I was like, which made it dangerous but fun. And like, I loved it. And I was like,
it was crazy because they wanted me to cut all the Hawaii stuff out.
Oh, I love that. And I will tell you, I am not a fan of anything. Like even Gillis especially opens up. He's like, yeah, we're in Virginia. And I was like, in my head, I go, don't go too long on this.
Yeah.
But then with Shane, same with you.
Yeah.
It didn't register.
My whole argument with Hawaii is, one, you got to show love.
Dude, you shot it in Hawaii. That's a different place than fucking Omaha. That's where I shot mine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spend fucking 15 minutes on Omaha.
Exactly. And two, it's like, it is like the visiting, that is the vacation for the world.
Yeah.
Like anywhere in the world, the first thing you're going to be like, man, I hope I can get to Hawaii. And it's like, let me just showcase and point out some things that I've witnessed. And let's just give them some love. You know what I mean? Let's give Hawaii some love. They gave me so much love.
Dude, let's talk about...
But the 2 jokes that I made up on the cuff, I just want to throw that out there. When I walked out there, I made the Toyota one when I walked out. That shit. I walked out saying, I'm going to say, I don't know how I'm going to say it, but I got to talk about the reason why my parking lot looks like a fucking Toyota parking lot right now. And I went out there and did that. Me bending down and pointing at the camera. And that was all spontaneously off the cuff.
Hawaii is my favorite place on the planet.
Yeah.
It's my favorite place on the planet. And I know that you're there like 4 times a year, I think.
Yes.
Well, let's celebrate Hawaii for a second.
Yes.
Because I love everything about it. I feel like it's a place that was set up for you to go, hey man, I'm coming here, but not for too long. Because it's almost like a one night stand.
Yeah.
Like it's like you get in, you get out.
Yeah.
And then they're like, don't call tomorrow, but hit me up next time. Like, you know?
Yeah. I love it.
I love
Hawaii.
When was the first time you went to Hawaii?
Hawaii was my first show was the Laugh Factory.
No, is that your first time going to Hawaii?
First time ever, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, first time ever, and opening for Mario Joyner.
Fucking
gangster. Which was just like I was so in awe. Like, I'm opening for Mario Joyner. You know what I mean? Like, this is nuts. And like being a comedy geek, I knew what he did. Like, I knew his body of work.
Yeah.
You know, not just like the stuff that he was known for, but just like I knew that he was a writer. I knew that he was messing with Jerry Seinfeld and blah blah blah.
He's one of Seinfeld's best friends.
Yeah,
he's all over the movie Comedian.
Yeah,
strong beard.
Yeah, he's just dope.
Yeah,
and to open for him was just like that was just incredible. Like that's when I knew I made it.
Where did you stay? Where was that show? Was that
it was in the Queen? I can't remember, but I think the Queen Kapolani. I think.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it, but I think that's where it was, and it was just outside. It was a horrible venue. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna try and make it sound nice. It was fucking awful, man. It was outside. It looked like like once they got rid of the Laugh Factory logo, it was gonna be a luau.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was that. You know what I mean? Like they still have the luau stuff on stage, but hey, it's comedy night. Let's throw Laugh Factory behind them. And that's what it was like. And that was like my first time going to Hawaii and falling in love with it. It was a long road though, bro. It took a while before I can do what I'm doing now.
How many times do you think you've been to Hawaii in your life?
I go every year, and I fly all the kids. I fly 14 deep always.
Really?
Always. I spend so much money on these kids.
Yeah. What's that? You got your sister's kids?
Yeah, my sister, all the kids, all my nieces and nephews, my aunts, my cousins, whoever has kids, I fly out.
Really?
My whole goal is to make sure that they didn't have a fucked up life that I had.
Yeah.
Like, when my mom and dad divorced, it was like, don't talk to your father's family. Fuck that.
Really?
Fuck that. Christmas, stay here. He's a blah, blah, blah. They always fought about money. And it's like, so I don't know I love my dad's side. I love my dad so much, you know what I mean? But we don't have like that tight bond that my son and I have, and when Angie and I divorced, like that was the first thing I said. We're not doing what my mom and dad did. Like, I'm gonna be your best friend, and we're gonna be like, she lives there. I bought her a house in front of my house.
Yeah.
Like, she literally FaceTime me. I was in a meeting before this one. She FaceTime me. She's like, I got your wallet. I'm like, well, can you put it in my guest? Yeah, I'll put it in your guest. Like,
she lived with you during the pandemic.
Yeah.
I thought
and
that
it was
fucking great.
It's fucking amazing. Like, anyone can do it, dude. Like, it's
Yeah.
not hard. Like, you have kids. Like, you are literally going to be together till you die.
Yeah.
So make it work.
I wish Leanne would let me divorce her and start
You're
fucking
so
other
fun. I
chicks.
knew you were going to do this.
It would be so cool if Leanne can I introduce Angie to Leanne?
Yeah.
And just let Leanne
see how cool it is.
Yeah, and bring back
so
young
stupid.
chicks.
You're
I'll let
so
Leanne
dumb.
live in front of me.
I'm not going to support this.
I'll put Leanne in
I'm not going to support this at all.
In a Hooverville house in front of our house.
You're so fucked up. She's in a small, tiny, like, just a little home that says her name on top of the door.
There's a video I posted of Leanne.
By the way, she's the coolest fucking woman I've ever met. I don't know if you guys know this, but Leanne, if you think Bert parties, don't let Leanne fool you. Because we went to the Tiffany Haddish fundraiser, and holy fuck, Leanne was like, are they gonna fucking start playing music or what? Because I got a chair that I need to stand on and shake my tits to.
She got fucking loose that night.
Oh, it was great.
Dude, it was a fun fucking night.
Oh, it was amazing.
Can you believe that?
I went to dinner with Tiffany like last week, and the first thing we talked about was just you and I. She was like, "Oh, you and Bert, God damn it, that was amazing."
It was you, really. It was you. It was you. I don't mind. Like, I'll set the scene, and you can tell the story. It was a fundraiser,
yeah.
And so once I got money, the one thing I love more than anything is throwing money around at a fundraiser. Like, it's fun, and I do it like the girls' school. Every time they do those auctions, I love going hard. I love it.
I shut down every school fundraiser, man. My son, every year, their class won the pizza party, and they all fucking knew it.
Yeah.
And you know what I would do? I'm sorry to jump on your story.
No, please.
But this is what I would do, and it was so fucking funny. I would let the classes just raise as much as they can, until the last day. I swear to God, it'd be like, all right, Mrs. Sanderson's class is at 11,500. Looks like they're getting the pizza party. Here comes Joe Coy with a $15,000 donation. It's like, fuck you, Joe Coy. And I would do it. Heather McDonald, her son was in same age and same school, and she said it all the time. She's like, fucking Joe Coy. I would get so much money, and then here comes Joe Coy last minute, just fucking buy all the goddamn tickets. But it was fun. And it was going, and they loved it. Like,
I'm sure I've told this before, but I sent 4 nuns to Cabo because
that's amazing.
They were like, Sister Donna was like, I get really out of hand at these auctions.
Yeah.
Like, I just get fucking loose.
Yeah.
And I got the money to throw around, and it's not a ton of money. It's a lot of money for everyone else, but like, it's not, look, we already have the money, fucking might as well give it to fucking charity, right?
Yes.
So Sister
Such
Donna,
a cool flex what you did right there.
Sister Donna said,
let's really appreciate the flex, though.
What?
You know what I mean? Just with your words and how subtle you said it. But, there's people listening to go, fuck you, Bert.
Yeah. Money's going to a good place.
I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's enough to, like, send 4 nuns to Cabo, man.
Sister Donna this year said, I want to sit next to you because I want to see how this happens.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna splash her. I'm gonna razzle dazzle her.
Yeah.
So they go Cabo. So I want to say it's like $7,500 trip to Cabo, $5,000 trip to Cabo.
Yeah.
And you get to see the ballers, the dads who are like ballers.
Yeah.
Guys like, I got $3,500. And I'm like, I'm way getting this guy.
Yeah.
I always text my business manager, everything before. Give me a price point on it.
Yeah. I don't, by the way.
I do. Give me a price point.
Awful. I surprised them the next day.
He said 7,500 is the trip to Cabo. That's what it's worth.
Yeah.
So the guys hit 5,000, 5,200. And I'm like, all right, I already got him.
Yeah.
I lean over, I go, Sister Donna, you ever been to Cabo? She goes, no. And I said, I'm sending the sisters to Cabo, $7,500. And everyone's like, what? Sister Donna's like, I took a vow of poverty.
That's so funny.
And so we send Sister Donna and 4 nuns to Cabo. And then she was like, we don't really have any money for like the drinks or anything.
No,
I was
that's
like,
so
here's
funny.
an extra cash.
Yeah, here
but
you
like,
go.
I love, I did it. I've talked about it in the special. I did it with the snow machine. I do it with any raffle.
Yeah.
I love buying all the raffle tickets. There's one you can find online of me at the Special Olympics raffle, which is a 50-50 raffle, and I just bought half the tickets.
That's so dope.
And I was like, but
I love that, Bert.
I love doing it. To go back to the story.
And I love that you're not public because I never tell anybody what I do. And it's
I'm so bad. I put my name, and I guess you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
When I do GoFundMes for like Maui,
yeah.
I leave my name on there.
Yeah,
all the families know it's Bert Kreischer. And I'm sure they're like, that can't. I realized today, because I said it on Two Bears, I go, yeah, none of them like hit me up. Like on DMs, like yo, Bert, thanks for $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I bet all of them think it's not me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that that is a weird thing for a dude to get drunk and start giving out like $1,000 to a bunch of families.
Yeah.
Like I guess they wouldn't think. So wait, to go back to this, we're at Tiffany's thing, and I tell you, I go up to your group of people, your son, your family, and I said, just giving you a heads up, I get pretty loose at these things.
Yeah.
So get ready, because if you go in on something, I'm going at you.
And what did I say to you?
And you said, right back at you. And so we're like, great. So we're in. I love Tiffany. But like the first item's like a picture she painted.
Yeah.
And both me and you are like, hard pass.
Yeah. Hard pass.
Jimmy Kimmel eats it for 15 grand.
Yeah.
Good call, Jimmy.
Yeah. Good call, Jimmy. Hang that up.
Yeah. Good call. Next one is like another painting, and we're like, what the fuck are we bidding on?
Yeah. Yeah. And then she had a series of bags, and her goal was $1,000 a bag. Can everyone buy $1,000 a bag? And literally, it was going so slow.
She said, she goes, first bag, do I hear $1,000? And not everyone really understood what the thing was.
Yeah.
And then I watch you over to the left do the math, and you're like,
I'm like, this is going to be.
Wait, we're going to sell 50 fucking bags right now for $1,000. We're going to be here all night.
I'm not doing this.
And you just get up and you walk over.
I grab her microphone.
And you go, hey.
I'm buying the bags.
You go, I'm going to buy the bags. And you go, and she goes, you're buying all 50? And you go, no, I'll buy 25 bags if Bert buys 25 bags.
Hold on. Can I just explain the reaction, you guys? I go, and Bert's going to buy the other 25. And then Bert looks up because Bert had it on. He had his phone and he's recording. And you see Bert recording and then go like this. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna what? And then Bert's like, fuck it, I'll buy it. And then walks right out.
I go up. I go, yeah. And everyone's like, wow, we just sold 50 grand worth of bags. I go, you think that's
two guys.
For two guys. Two guys. I go, you think that's big? I go, I bet Jimmy Kimmel will buy $25,000 worth of bags.
So good.
And you can just see him shake his head. He's already sitting on 10 grand worth, 15 grand worth of paintings.
Yep.
And he's like, I'll buy 25 grand. And then we
just kept going. And then I think I called another guy up and we made him donate.
He donated 75 grand worth of bags. And we're like, and now Tiffany's like, we don't even have that many bags.
Tiffany's like, let's just twerk.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg, everybody.
Snoop Dogg, everybody. We made it. But my favorite thing is like, Bert and I made $125,000 for this foundation, which was a beautiful foundation. Tiffany's amazing. And she's giving back to I think it's foster kids, right?
Well, I have to say this only because we're jokingly shitting on it, but we're not shitting on it. But Tiffany was a foster child, and she moved from house to house with trash bags. And she said it wasn't until she got her first bag, like an actual suitcase, that she felt like she had a home. So what she does is she takes $1,000. With that $1,000, you get a bag, you get it filled with all the stuff you need to move from house to house. But it also takes care of the kid. It's an investment in the child. When the money goes to other places to help the kid, but ultimately you're buying a bag for them.
Yeah,
and so me and you.
It was great, man.
It was great.
We had a fun,
that video,
great night.
How is it that Emma Roberts gets lit up for walking past Bill Clinton and go out of my way or whatever, and that goes viral, and then me and you drop fucking 50 grand on bags and no one fucking posts it.
Not a goddamn
Not
word.
one fucking person records that. Not one fucking person.
Now that we're talking about this, Bert, I just want to throw something out there, okay?
Yeah.
Like we're good. We're very successful, right?
Yeah.
And we give a lot.
Yeah.
Like I give a lot, you guys. Like I'm not going to show you the list of what I give. I'm not going to show you how many kids I sent to college and still sending to college.
I probably give less.
How many schools I built in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Even though I just did. But
I don't give that much.
But I'm just saying, like, why is it that with our money we're so giving and it's easy for us to give, and then you see something, and I hate to bring it down, but it's kind of upsetting me when you see, because I'm in the process of raising money for Lahaina. I did something for Guam, and I'm still sending money to Guam, but now I'm trying to do this thing for Lahaina, and the travesty that these people went through. And the one thing that gets me, it's not a lot. It is a lot, but it's not that many. If you put it in perspective, like it's not going to cost that much to rebuild, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, bro, it only takes a couple of billionaires to just pay the whole goddamn thing off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It literally it's like, give me a Jeff Bezos and Oprah and a couple other, and they can literally just write the shit off and help these families and not even worry about the goddamn money, because they're going to be, they can't even spend the money. They're not going to miss it. And my whole thing is like, why is it like we're so easily, like it's easy for us to just be like, oh my God, yeah, here you go. But for them, it's like this whole thing where it's like, hey, you guys, send your money to, like, why do you want us to send our money? Why are you asking people that are struggling right now, living from paycheck to paycheck, to donate a couple dollars when you have all the money? Like, I don't want to sound like that guy, but it's just like, it's kind of hurt my feelings, man. It's like, I don't want to see you on TV saying, hey, can you guys donate? When it's like, just build the goddamn restaurant.
Yeah,
just put it back together. What's it going to cost you? $1 billion? I don't know, man. Like,
Oprah's got to be worth
Jeff
$1 billion.
Bezos? Like the amount of money he spent just to fly to outer space for like 5 seconds is like, you could have built like 3 restaurants for free.
She's worth $2.5 billion. And she did ask us to donate.
To us. It's like I know. And when you hear the number 2, you think that's not that much, but you don't know what billion means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 million you can make. Like 2 billion you can never make. You can't.
No one's doing that.
You can't make it in your lifetime, man.
You're not going to make $2 billion.
You're not going to make it in your life. You're not going to spend $2 billion in your lifetime.
If you are listening to me and Joe Coy today,
yes.
If that's how you're spending your intellectual time,
yes,
you will never make $2 billion.
You will never make $2 billion. Just really sit down and do the math and figure out how many millions it takes to make $1 billion, and you'll be like, "There's no way you can spend that. There's no way." But I know for a fact you can literally just rebuild the goddamn place.
Meanwhile, Oprah, who owns more than 2,000 acres of land in Hawaii, is worth. That's crazy.
It's just crazy. Like, it's just.
Wait. They're. I don't want to bring The Rock into this. I love The Rock. Oprah and The Rock.
I'm not trying to throw
donation to Maui is around 0.5% of their net worth.
Look, I'm not trying to. It's just, it's weird to me.
Read that. That would be for an American with a net worth of $150,000. That would be that, like them giving $2,700.
Yeah.
Wow.
$2,700.
Hold on. I wonder. Well,
do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not like I'm trying to wrap my head around it, and I'm just like, did you just ask like broke people to throw $1 towards Lahaina? Like, literally, you got this. You can make these mom and pop stores are tiny, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like all they need is just like it's not even, I don't know, man. My heart is with Hawaii. You know how I am, man. Yeah. The people on that island are beautiful, and the last thing I want to see is them lose something that they've had for so long. You know what I mean? Because they can't get help. You know, what are they got what, $700 the other day? You know what I mean? God. So look, I'm gonna do my part. Yes, I am gonna send, but I didn't need, a billionaire to tell me to do it. But
I didn't have I don't trust I don't trust the places.
Yeah, me
So
too.
like I just did.
I look for specifics too.
I just did GoFundMe's, and anyone I saw that, and it would be like anything that came up in my feed.
Yeah.
Of like people shared, like my friends in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I gave to those. And now I wish I said Bert Kreischer for real. It's Bert Kreischer for real. Hit me up.
That's so funny. And I am Bert Kreischer.
And I am Bert Kreischer.
Yeah. Ask my wife.
Ask my wife, and then I'll tag my wife. And I should have tagged my.
And then you should go. Do you guys want a bag? I have 25. It's ready to go right now.
That's like them giving. Okay, but I wonder.
Do you understand the math though? It's like it's crazy. Like 100,000. If you are worth $100,000, it's equivalent to giving $2,700.
Can you see what 0.5% of 2.5 billion is? I bet it's like 25 million. It's got to be right.
I can't do the math. No, that doesn't sound right at all. It's like it's got to be more.
It's $12 million. No, I'm bad at math. It's $1.2 million.
No,
125 million.
125 million.
They gave 125 million.
No, that's what it's equivalent to. Correct. Oh, so 2,700 to 100,000 is 125 million to 2.5 billion. Is that what you're saying?
But if they gave 125 million, I think we're good,
bro. It's done. It's done. Like, have you seen the Lahaina shops? Like, literally, bro. They're like huts and one of my
favorite shaved ice places.
Tell me about it. Yeah. It's all gone, man.
Yeah,
like that's a family-owned business that's been there forever, and it's like, bro, you can.
There should be tax exemptions for that, so that like there should be. I don't know. I'm sure there is, but like the government should be like, yo, if you want to just rebuild that and give money, you can just do that.
Yeah,
and then we won't take any of that, and just make sure those families get back up and running.
Yeah, my whole goal is I don't want any of them to lose their land and property. Like that belongs to the people. That belongs to the people. They deserve, and they that's theirs. And like we need to like help them preserve that. Last thing I want to see is Disneyland there.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a Disney hotel. I don't want to see anything in Lahaina.
Oh,
I don't want to see.
I didn't realize that could happen.
Yeah, I don't want to see a Denny's. I don't want to see a fucking IHOP. Like we got to preserve that island, man. Especially Lahaina. Like it's beautiful. And
although I bet Denny's could fuck up a Loco-Moco.
They would fuck it up, bro.
I bet a Denny's Loco-Moco would be
up, bro.
Oh,
with bacon. Like they would cram bacon inside the patty.
God damn it! I'm fucking hungry now.
Yeah.
I've been on a diet.
I didn't mean to take it there, but I was just like, no, you know what I mean? Like just getting awareness out there.
I saw The Rock and Oprah. I reached out to a bunch of people, a bunch of Hawaiian people, saying, "Is like, is there anything I can do?
Yeah.
Is there something I can do? I don't use my platform. I don't know. I reached out to everyone that was Hawaiian.
Bro, by the way, that's just the public billionaires. I'm talking about like the deep billionaires. You know what I mean? Like,
I bet the Kardashians are good for a couple banyan trees.
But those are the famous ones. Let's talk about the ones that you got it. That you don't know of.
You got to protect yourselves from the Chinese and the fucking Middle East, because they're going to come up and sweep up. They're gonna buy everything in Hawaii.
Swoop, it'll be gone.
God
man. No, but like, anyway, we can take care of that.
Did you ever hear about Tim Tebow cutting kids' dicks in the Philippines?
You better not do this.
When I was a kid, my mom called me 5 Pocket Pete. This is a true story, because I used to love cramming stuff in my pockets. I still do. If you look at my pockets, I have so much stuff, but this is made so much easier by Groove Life. This wallet is freaking awesome. And this podcast is sponsored by Groove Life. It's 2023. Are you still using the same wallet from 2003? Now is your time to update your wallet game with Groove Life. The Groove Life wallet is a sleek, low-profile wallet engineered for everyday use. One simple thumb motion, and it perfectly fans out up to 6 cards for easy access to find everything you need. It's durable. It's lightweight. It's aluminum. It's got an aluminum outer shell. The wallet is unlike any wallet I've seen, and whatever happens to your Groove Life gear, they're here to help. With Groove Life's 94-year no BS warranty, the Groove Life wallet is the last wallet you'll ever need. Plus, they just launched a new attachment, the Groove Wallet Go, a perfect low-profile companion for your Groove Wallet or iPhone 12, 13, or 14 that uses innovative microsuction technology to give you the ability to add another 3 cards plus cash. That's this little right there. The wallet is so slim, you can fit it in your front pocket. You barely know it's there. Dude, I had this. I loved this. Then I got a new phone, and Leanne threw this on the back of my wallet. I swear to God, I'm being serious. I was like, I will not be that guy. The guy that has the wallet on the back. I love this more than anything. I never forget a credit card. I never forget my ID. More importantly, I'm so apt to slide it back in. It's one thing, your phone, and it's got everything in here. And here's the really great part is anytime you're like going to buy sneakers or something online and you go, oh, they need a credit card. All your credit cards are right there. It is time to bring your wallet game into the 21st century. Head to groovelife.com/Bert for 20% off all Groove Life products. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my link, groovelife.com/Bert for 20% off your order one last time. That's groovelife.com/Bert for 20% off your order. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever find that just as you're trying to fall asleep, your brain suddenly won't stop talking to you? You're sitting up having racing thoughts right before bed, moments before you go to sleep, thinking about living in the present. That's what I was doing last night. I was laying in bed thinking about, am I living in the future? Am I living in the present? Anxiety is in the future. The present is great. If you live in the past, they call that depression. And then here I am anticipating the future and freaking out about it. Turns out one great way to make those racing thoughts go away is to talk them through. Therapy gives you a great place to do that. So you can get out of this negative thought cycle and find some mental and possibly even emotional peace. I literally wrote down, I need to talk to my therapist about this. I do online therapy. It's the best, in my opinion. I can't imagine doing anything else. So does Leanne. Leanne does online therapy. It's just so nice. It fits your schedule so nice. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Get a break from your thoughts with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Bert today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Bert. Did you ever hear about Tim Tebow cutting kids' dicks in the Philippines?
You better not do this.
Have you heard of it?
Do not do this.
Have you heard of it?
Stop it.
Julian Edelman just told me about this.
Come on, man.
Have you heard about it?
Don't do this.
Wait,
this is a very touchy subject.
Wait,
one, because I'm Filipino.
Wait, have you heard
about
it?
Don't do this because I like Tim Tebow.
I love Tim Tebow
because he does a lot of work in the Philippines. His parents were missionaries and they worked in the Philippines.
Oh.
And now you're saying that fucking Tim went over there and cut a bunch of dicks off?
Circumcised. He circumcised.
He's circumcised. Okay, that's completely different.
Well,
you're making it sound like there's a whole population of Filipino kids with just balls.
Type in
and
Tim
Tim's
Tebow.
Just got a whole collection of dicks at his house.
Julian Edelman told me no. He keeps the foreskins on his neck.
He wears it around his neck. Yeah. Like little calamari, like a calamari necklace.
Julian Edelman was like, have you heard? He was like, he played on the team with Tim Tebow.
Tim was dope, bro.
I fucking am so bummed that he did not stay in the pros.
I don't understand why he was forced out. They never gave him a shot. Denver, he was the shit.
I thought he was better than anyone else they had playing for that fucking team.
They got rid of him when no one knew why, man. He was killing. He saved Denver.
Did you know?
Remember how bad Denver was doing? Then Tim came on, and it was the most exciting shit. It was kind of like when Jeremy Lin went to New York when they were just shit.
Yeah.
When Stoudemire was gone and Anthony was out, and then all of a sudden here comes this kid, and he was just saving the game.
Tim Tebow.
And then they got rid of him.
Tim Tebow has Filipino citizenship.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes. That's why I told you to slow down and pump the brakes with the dick chopping.
9 things you didn't know about Tim Tebow.
Let's go.
All right, I'm going to read them. You tell me which one's fake, okay?
well, the dick chopping for
9 things you didn't. The number one is he helps perform circumcision.
Son of a bitch.
That's
number 9 or number 1?
That's number 1.
What the fuck, Tim?
Yep, you read it right. Circumcisions.
Yeah, that's in bold print, too.
Baby boys. He specializes in baby
boys. Tim.
Shortly after birth, Tim grabs them out of their huts and he takes them into a field where just he and them do a medical mission to cut
Tim,
the cock.
What the fuck? Like, what makes you want to do that?
So, okay, keep going. You all.
Man, this is all.
He gave his sister a double hernia. I met his sister.
Okay, what is with all the goddamn
I met his
sexual
sister.
parts just being pummeled by this guy.
I met his sister in Atlanta. She is fucking hot.
Really?
Very hot.
What's her name?
It's Reba Tebow.
Reba Tebow.
No, I'm kidding.
You fucking asshole.
I don't remember her name. She's friends with my buddy.
So
Keep
she got
going.
a hernia.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go into detail.
It says she was holding down a child for circumcision, and Tim. No, I'm kidding.
Stop
Tim
it. It was a heavy kid.
He is the #1 religion author of 2011. Okay, I got that. Dude, I watched Kirk Cameron's TV show. It's called like Resetting with Kirk Cameron, where he interviews just religious people.
Yeah.
It's not a bad podcast.
Oh, really?
Like I watched it, and it's just like if you're into that shit, it's like the Joe Rogan of fucking Christianity.
Really?
It's good. Like he brings on experts, and it's like.
But Kirk Cameron was such a good child actor.
Amazing,
bro. Him and Jason Bateman, man, like hands down, still I think by far the best child actors of all time.
Do you remember that TV show? Remember Boner in that TV show?
Boner, yes.
Did you know
Boner was in Growing Pains, right?
Yeah, he was in Growing Pains.
Yes.
That's Jimmy Pardo's brother-in-law.
I did not know that.
Jimmy Pardo's brother-in-law was Boner. And by the way, I think he's dead. I think the story didn't end well.
He died?
I think so. I think it was like suicide or something. He only follows one woman on Twitter. That's his wife. Hey,
do you think Tim Tebow gave him a circumcision?
Who? Boner?
Boner?
No.
Okay.
He's not Filipino.
Dude,
the guy's got a thing. He knows his thing.
Yeah. What the fuck,
if
man?
you ever meet Tim Tebow, you got to be like, hey, man, come in the bathroom. I want to show you something.
Let me show you my dick real quick. What can you do with this?
Are you circumcised?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm circumcised.
Yeah, well,
How about
me
you?
too. Oh, of course. I'm not an animal.
Prove it. Let's go.
It's so small you wouldn't be able to tell. You'd be like, are you sure that's circumcised? He's America's most wanted neighbor. I'd love to be friends with Tim Tebow.
I would love. Dude, I've been watching the documentary on Netflix and the Gators, the swamp.
It's great, right?
Not only is it great, but you were just like, yo, this dude's the shit.
He was the shit.
He was the shit. Everyone's killing people and getting fucked up on cocaine.
41
and he's like
people on that team got arrested.
Yes.
41 people.
One became a murderer.
Dude, I am still shocked that Aaron Hernandez killed somebody.
It's
like I
insane.
still to this day go, shut the fuck up.
But it wasn't that he was either hiding something and burying it really deep. He had some demons. Or those concussions are real and it affects people a certain way. And I think he went to crazy real fast.
I know a couple
because he was a badass.
A couple dudes with a lot of concussions that you can tell they're a
little off.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you're like,
Yeah.
It's so funny. I've told you that story 5 times.
I didn't want to say anything, but I have a friend. I'm not going to say what his profession is, but he's a pro. And it's obvious. It's one too many to the head. One too many. I don't want to say his name because
Well, you got
he's a fan of yours.
You got to say who he's not because is it Manny Pacquiao?
No. That's hilarious.
This whole time I'm going, is it Manny Pacquiao?
No. It's not.
But do you know Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah. He's really.
Do you know? Hitman. What? No, close though.
I love the fact that she says, "Do you know James Brown?" That was
yeah.
He died 30 years ago. Oh, I know who it is, Bert. Let me help you. I think what you're saying is James Brown. Did you go to Jones and Third with James Brown the other day and get down? Get on this good foot.
No, what's
get on that? Get on to the good foot. Hey, gotcha. Hey, no. James, what are you doing today? I'm about to see that. I'm going to Bert's house. Hey. It's like my impersonation of James Brown is just Eddie Murphy doing James Brown.
I was gonna say Bruno.
I love that she spit that fact out for you. Yeah. Bert, let me help you. This is why you pay me all the money. I think who you're talking about is James Brown. And the answer is yes, he does know him.
Did you know?
They're friends on MySpace.
No, I was gonna say Bruno Mars.
What? Horrible impersonation. You clearly did James Brown.
I thought I've never seen him live, but I felt like it's a little
yeah.
He's Filipino, right?
Half Filipino, half Puerto Rican. You're gonna be amazed at how many Filipinos there are that were heavily influential just in like entertainment culture alone, you know, like just like
type in famous Filipinos.
But just like, you know, you go to Chad Hugo with the Neptunes and all the music that he wrote for Justin Timberlake. And, you know what I mean? That's behind the scenes that you don't know, you know, but heavy in the scene, you know?
You know, it's interesting. The Philippines in general is a little bit of a melting pot of culture.
It was heavily influenced, you know, they got a lot of Spanish. You know, so I think that's where they get their flavor.
It's the only Filipino joke I ever had growing up in stand-up was anytime I met a Filipino person, I'd say they have the most American names.
Yeah.
And then if they didn't have an American name, it was the most Spanish name.
Yeah, most Spanish names, you know, and they're the shit, man. Like, I know it's my people.
Not images, not images.
But she loves to go to images. She loves images. She loves images. She goes, is this who you're talking about, Marcos? Yeah, man, and it's
huge Spanish influences.
I mean, just like in b-boy culture, you know what I mean? Like
it's
all the biggest b-boys were you know, Filipino. All the DJs, the DJ culture. It's like it's crazy. The producing side, you know what I mean? There's so many producers that produce for massive names. Bruno is one of them. Like it's crazy, and it's all like behind the scenes, but they're coming to the forefront now. You know, you're finally got. There's this thing where like you know they're starting to get their
Lou Diamond
flowers.
Phillips is Filipino?
Half, man.
Shut up. I thought he was Mexican.
That's why in my movie, man, I had to pay homage. Like I told all of them, like, I need Tia Carrere in this. I need Lou Diamond. Like these guys went through the fucking trenches back in the 80s.
Tia Carrere is Filipino?
Yeah.
Tia Carrere is so fucking.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Lea Salonga?
Lea Salonga is amazing. You know, I'm producing a musical.
Yeah, I heard that.
On Broadway. It's called Here Lies Love. And Leia pulled off like the first like 5-6 weeks of that musical.
Vanessa Lachey, Nick Lachey's wife.
Yes.
Vanessa, what was her original name?
God, I don't know her last name. I only know
what? I saw her on a plane one time.
Again. She was about to say Gomez. I swear to God. She was about to say Gomez. She said, I'm just spitting things out. But I think it's Vanessa Gomez or Alejandro or something.
Manny Jacinto.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Apple to App from the Black Eyed Peas. Hers half Filipino. And
Who's
look at her. Her, type in her. So goddamn Kurt. So Bert knows who we're talking about, Kurt. I love how you press Google and Tom Segura's face pops up.
Her? Who is her?
Man, she's amazing.
Or should I say, who is she?
Oh, that's great. That was good. That's Gabby. Look at her. She's amazing, man. You don't listen to her music, obviously, but I think she just broke the record with all the Grammys. I think she got
Are you serious?
7, yeah.
She's with YG. YG's a gangster. With the legit and legit.
Okay.
YG.
Okay, Bert, stop. So don't tell us who's a legit gangster.
Well, YG is a gangster. He's awesome. Legit and legit. He still fucking rolls deep. I won't fuck with YG.
You won't fuck with him?
Nuh-uh.
I think the one true gangster that would scare the shit out of me.
Who?
Is Snoop Dogg.
Dude, I tried to get you to hang out with him that night.
Oh, really? Well,
do you remember I said, Joe, come let's go hang with Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
You go, no. And I go, Joe,
like,
come on.
That's his space, man. Like,
No. But
I'm good.
But I like stepping in spaces.
But I know you do. But can I tell you something? My first gig in Hawaii, but that wasn't a comedy show. I was an MC. Was opening for Snoop Dogg at the Blaisdell Arena. So where I shot my live from Hawaii, coming in hot, that's Blaisdell Arena. 26 years ago, before that special was shot, I opened for maybe 26 years or 23 years ago. I opened for Snoop Dogg, Ludacris, and the East Siders, and this Crip flew me out. Right? Yeah,
really?
I remember his first name. I think it was Will. But it was just straight Crip, just paying everybody in cash. He was like, yo, man, you know, open for Snoop Dogg, right? And I was like, all right, right. He flew me on a buddy pass. It was crazy, man. And I opened for Snoop. Snoop, Ludacris, 2 hours late. Show was at 8. And they sold the bottom bowl out, right? And Snoop and Ludacris are out. 2 hours late. Show started at 8. And I when I first walked out, I was crushing. I'm just making fun of the crowd, doing crowd work. Boom. He's still not here. Go back out. Crowd work, killing, boom, boom, boom. Third time, crowd work, not doing too well, but now I got shirts to throw out. So I'm still saving it. Fourth time, went out, still funny, made fun of someone coming down. I got it all on videotape, by the way.
Really?
Oh yeah, I record on a VHS tape, you guys, and recorded it and made fun of this girl coming to the seat, made fun of her, and then I started noticing like, where the fuck is Snoop? Right now they're trying to push me out a fifth time, and I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like Snoop needs to get here because I can't go out there. It's done. They're not, they don't want to laugh anymore. They want Snoop. So I refused to go out. So they went and got a bunch of girls from the audience to do like a booty, like it wasn't twerking back then. So just come up and dance for shirts. And they did that for like 20 fucking minutes, man. And then finally Snoop shows up, right? Ludacris goes out, Snoop goes out. But I never seen such gangster shit in my life, bro. There were so many people backstage, right? And this is when he came out with whatever it was. He just left Death Row, right? So I don't know if there was a price on his head from Suge or
there
whatever
was,
the price was. There
Master
was,
P
right?
took it off.
And I think it was Dead Man Walking or something like that. That was the name of his album, something like that. And I'm telling you, bro, he had 3 security guards, right? I remember the big white one because he's the one that stood out the most because the other 2 were just big.
Yeah.
But the white guy wasn't that big, but he looked like he could kill everybody inside the arena. You know what I mean? He just looked official.
Yeah.
And they both stood on either side of the stage. They kicked everybody off. Like you couldn't even be backstage. They cleared that shit out. Finally, Snoop walks out. They had 2 security guards on either side, and they had another guy down at the bottom. And but I crushed so hard, bro.
Oh.
I have it all on video, bro.
You should post that.
I should. I have it all on video. They let me go anywhere. I was on stage with it was just me and Snoop, and I'm recording the whole fucking thing.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, and the security, the guy loved me, man. The guy that was hired to protect Snoop. Come on in. He let me walk right up, and I just record him, walk up. I got it all on. I should post it. I have it. Oh, it's amazing, man.
Snoop has a punctuality issue.
Yeah.
there's I'll say that having worked with the man. I remember one time they tried to get me to set. When I go to set and they're like, we're waiting on Snoop. And I go, cool. I go, hold on. What's he doing? And they're like, I think he might be watching the Lakers. And I was like,
that's so funny.
Okay. And I was like, wait, what quarter are we in? Where are we at in the game? And they're like, well, there's 12 minutes to play. And I was like, I'm going back to my trailer till the Lakers game's over. I don't think he's going to show up before the Laker game's over.
Yeah,
and they're like, well, we want you to be ready for when he gets here. And I go, I think I'll have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might get a second set of makeup.
I remember him walking off set going, Laker game started. We're done. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, we still have stuff to shoot. And he goes, not with me. And he just left. And I go, if Snoop's leaving, I'm leaving.
That's gangster.
He's been in this game for so fucking long. You forget that like he's an OG in everything.
Everything.
What was the one story I heard about Snoop?
Mike, can I say one more thing?
Please.
The guy that wrote, that was my first big article. It was in the Star Bulletin. They wrote about me and how they said Joe Coy, blah, blah, blah. And it was the coolest thing because it was like my name with Snoop and all that. Snoop's 2 hours late. Joe Coy saved the show, blah, blah. It was such a cool article. And then 23 years later, that same guy wrote about coming in hot.
Really?
The Blaze. Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, that's crazy.
And he wrote about me again, and he talked about the Snoop show and everything.
Oh,
it was such a cool like bookend to like what was going on in my career.
Snoop's got that great quote about someone said you were late, and he goes, "Yeah, but I'm here now."
Yes, bro, I've heard him do that.
Yeah.
It's great. Where would he do
well,
that?
It's his.
I saw him do that.
I won't speak for Snoop. I think his mentality is, you're paying me.
It was
a
TV interview.
Yeah.
And the guy said something about him being late. He's like, man, I'm here now.
Yeah, and you're talking about me being late?
Late?
And
then I think
he
left. He left. But that is such a great line.
By the way, he's the sweetest guy in the world. Like, he is the sweetest guy in the world. He is never, like, he's not a bad person. Yeah. So whenever I see anything where Snoop looks like he's upset with something, I go, someone pissed him off.
Yeah.
Because he is the sweetest guy. He's got a very observant heart where I feel like he's always like watching people and like sizing things up, and he's always like, and he's a big giggler.
Yeah.
Like he giggles fucking hard.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
amazing,
that man.
The best freestyle, like you talk about the true art form of freestyle. That's the guy right there.
Yeah.
I think people seem to forget that. Like this age of rap now and where they're going now, like they can never do what Snoop does, and it sucks because we need to preserve that because he's so good at it.
What hip hop are you? What are you listening to music wise these days?
It's hard for me to listen to anything now. It really is. Like I'm not even into it right
Really?
now. I'm not into what. I don't know. I'm old now, I guess. You know what I mean? The beard's gray and I'm set in a certain way, and I literally listen to the same rotation that I enjoyed back in the day because I'm not feeling what my son's listening to right now.
The girls, we just did a road trip, and the girls were listening to what the kids are listening to. What the kids are listening in hip hop wise, and it's not. I don't find it enjoyable. Like an old man, I felt like one song was using the N word gratuitously, and I was like, hey, can we stop this? I don't want to. But when I was a kid, I couldn't. I mean, like you couldn't touch my music.
Yeah.
I've just started trying to listen to new bands.
Yeah.
But I had a theory today. I'm trying to write a self-help book. And about all the way I figured out life. Like so all the cheat codes, all the fucked up things, the way my brain sees it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what is better than therapy is, and I did this today, put on an album that you have not listened to in a while, but you know all the lyrics to.
Yeah.
And sing with it because it forces your brain to not think about the world, only the lyrics.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
I was doing that today.
That is really good.
Like, because that's, someone told me that this autistic kid told me about this on roller coasters.
Yeah.
He goes, when I get on a roller coaster, he goes, I can't think of anything. I don't think of anything. And it's really nice to shut my brain off. And I went, what? And he goes, when I'm on a roller coaster, I just scream and I don't think about anything.
Oh, I like that.
And I heard that and I went,
I love that.
Yeah. And I went, that is cool as fuck on a roller coaster. You don't think about bills. You don't think about ticket sales. You don't think about, you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
And then today I was driving the car and I was listening to The Dead. And I've been listening to The Dead a little bit lately, but I was listening to an old song, Uncle John's Band. And I knew all the lyrics from when I was in college. Yeah. And I started singing with it. And I thought, first of all, I don't know how I know the next lyric, but I know the next lyric.
Yeah.
And I can't it's almost like when you're doing stand-up and you're in the moment and all your thoughts are right there.
Yeah.
And you don't even know how you're coming up with them. And you're saying that, I was like, this is the closest thing I can get to tapping out on stage is just singing with this song I have not listened to in a while.
Yeah.
And going like, shit. And I didn't think about anything.
Yeah. And you do feel good because it takes you to a time.
God.
That's so true. Name one album right now. All the lyrics go.
That can sing all that. Probably John Cougar Mellencamp's.
Really?
Pink House. What's the name of it? It's the John Cougar.
Hold on, I got someone that can find it for you.
Yeah.
James Brown's greatest hits.
John Cougar Mellencamp. I could probably sing every song on the one that had pink houses.
Serious?
Yeah.
The whole album.
I just listened to that album.
Dude, he was a fucking rock star, by the way.
Dude, he still is.
They don't make these guys anymore.
Johnny Cougar was his name, and then he was John Cougar Mellencamp. I'm dyslexic.
That one right there?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that outfit, bro. He's a rock star, man.
Only reason I know this is that Leanne and I recently were driving together on the 101, and we listened to this album. It's a great fucking album.
Yeah.
I'll get really into it. There's great lyrics that are really in the weeds that my wife, because she's a redneck, knows.
Yeah.
So there's a little ditty about Jack and Diane, two American kids growing up in the fast lane. Take me back to those Bobby Brooks. Give me the lyrics to Jack and Diane. Yeah. There's a lyric that Leanne goes, I had never understood I thought he was talking to Babbling Brook.
Yeah.
Take me to the Babbling Brook and do what I please. And it says, let me get into those Bobby Brooks pants and do what I please. I go, what? She goes, Bobby Brooks was a very popular brand of pant that was sold to girls in the 70s and 80s from like JCPenney. Everyone had Bobby Brooks pants. What does it say? Dribble off those Bobby Brooks and let me do what I please. So those are the pants. Type in Bobby Brooks pants. And so those were pants that girls. And so we got so into the weeds on the lyrics.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even realize half the lyrics that I knew, I wasn't singing the right. Look at this. These are Bobby Brooks.
I don't even remember these pants.
And they were redneck fucking pants.
Wow.
The girls wore back in the fucking day.
This is a thing, huh?
Dribble off those Bobby Brooks. Let me do what I please.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Life goes on.
Long after the thrill
Of living is gone. I mean, I could sing
yeah.
probably every
Such a good
fucking.
song.
We listened to it the other day, and I went.
But you mean the whole album?
I do. That album
That's
was
crazy.
like. That album was pretty fucking
that
gangster.
Song was so good, man.
That's
the only song I know.
Pink Houses for
Yeah.
you and me. What Pink House is on there? It's a great album. I could sing probably every lyric on Steely Dan's album. 1979.
Yeah.
I could probably sing every lyric on that.
This
I
is
could
why
sing
we're
every.
different.
I could sing every lyric on Doggy Style.
Really?
Guaranteed.
No way.
Guaranteed.
That's dope.
Except I don't sing the right lyrics, and Snoop told me that. I sing the wrong lyrics.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Like the same with Bobby
I'm pretty
Brooks.
sure you say Bobby Brooks and
Yeah.
Snoops. Yeah.
I said, you have a song, you have a part that goes, I drop rhymes like potatoes. And he goes, nope. And I went, no, you say that in one of your songs. He goes, I go in Serial Killer. I think you say, I drop rhymes like potatoes. He goes, I would never say that because it's not a thing.
That's so funny.
And I was like, because in Belfast they dropped, and he goes, no,
No.
still don't. And
That's
so I sang
funny.
it song back to him, and he was like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And he told me,
This is where we're completely different. My
What?
albums are completely different.
What
from
could
your
you
album.
sing top to bottom?
Top to bottom, Lauryn Hill, Miseducation.
Oh, I couldn't sing one lyric.
Yeah, that one I know. Here's one that you're probably gonna be like, that's a thing, and it's the greatest thing.
But if you say
Guy.
Guy Fieri's album,
Nope,
oh,
not the cook. Teddy Riley's first group called Guy, Aaron Hall, and it was a first. I know, man.
Guy.
By the way, 50 years of hip hop. I want everyone to know Teddy Riley is the biggest producer of all time when it comes to hip hop. And I mean, the guy was doing it when he was like 16, 17 years old. And he wrote for everybody. Cool Mo D to, there you go. That purple album right there. Yep. Yeah, that one. That's my favorite album of all time.
Really,
right
Guy's
there.
an American
And then
hip hop.
second, and then my third would be Boyz II Men. The Boyz II Men 2 album.
Dude, you know
The greatest album of all time.
Well, I had I don't know if it's a residency, but I had a deal over at one of the places in Vegas that
Yeah,
Boyz
we
II
won't say
Men,
the name.
Boyz II Men played at.
Oh yeah.
And I see them. I did the show. And totally different audiences. No crossover.
Yeah, no crossover at all. You're not pulling from them.
Not one of my fans would have a rose in their hands, but man, every one of their fans had a rose in and out of that fucking place. Those dudes are slick fucking dudes.
And they can sing, bro.
And they can fucking
sing
at
any
this
genre.
age. At this age.
But they can sing any genre, man. And that's what I miss about singers. Like we don't have singers like a Whitney Houston that can do any genre across the board. You know what I mean? Country to the national anthem, man. Like she could sing anything.
Our singers got stolen from us by the media.
I think so.
Britney Spears, that age, that genre, Christina Aguilera,
when they
genre. I don't know if J-Lo was a singer or not, but like, I'm a big J-Lo fan just because Ben Affleck.
Is she still looking up Guy? Oh, Boyz II Men. Oh man, the greatest.
Boyz II Men. Did you ever see the thing where they broke down Boyz II Men?
Wanya is my best friend, by the way. Wanya Morris, the lead singer.
Really?
And then of course Sean is like very close to me too. But Wanya is just incredible.
Did you ever see the breakdown of Boyz II Men created the boys band?
Yes. I know the life story.
It was on Netflix.
Yeah, I know.
That like everyone was just doing Boyz II Men.
Yes. But they couldn't do Boyz II Men.
No.
There's something there's something godlike about how they sing. And if you ever when I introduce you to Wanya, Bert, because you'll love him because he can sing anything.
I've put his hat on, I think.
Yeah, he's amazing. But
we shared a dressing room. I think I put his hat on.
Oh, that's hilarious. But when they walk in the room and sing together, they don't go, no, like this. No, like this. No, you go this way, you go that way. They literally just look at the lyrics and approach it whatever way they want, and for some reason it just intertwines.
Now,
They're literally one voice. They're like
did
fucking
you like Belle
Power
Biv
Rangers.
DeVoe too?
Huh?
Did you like Belle Biv DeVoe?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Belle Biv DeVoe is pretty sick
Hands
too.
down. How about TLC?
Oh,
Incredible,
dude. TLC
Chili is incredible.
Crossed genres consistently.
Yes.
Like I wasn't set up to love TLC,
Yeah.
but fucking I love TLC.
Who doesn't?
God damn.
Any age group too.
Yeah.
You can play Scrubs in any situation and everyone will go crazy.
It's crazy.
Just like you play Motown Philly in any bar and they'll go crazy.
God, that's so crazy.
You know, my ex and I were talking about what happened to big rock ballads too. Like I miss it, man.
Oh.
Like it was such a thing. Like what happened to Aerosmith making the big monster ballad that just gets a movie going? You know what I mean? Like it's the best part of the movie when you know, or what happened to Bryan Adams and you know, like just those
Sweet Emotion is such a great song.
Man.
We saw Metallica at SoFi the other night, and I was overwhelmed. I think I've been so inundated with technology that I was overwhelmed at the brilliant simplicity of 4 men, each with an instrument, making all of the same noise.
Yeah,
like making that noise. That's just 4 dudes. And I was pretty high, but I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
4 dudes are making this.
Yeah.
4 dudes who met when they were kids.
Who are you talking about?
Metallica.
Oh, Metallica. Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy. But you're right. We don't have, I mean, the jam band genre, like the Widespread Panic, Fish, Grateful Dead, that's lived on. That's continued. But we don't, and I wonder if it has to do with producers no longer want to be producers. They're like, I might as well be the artist. I'll start my own SoundCloud and be the artist.
Yeah.
And then they just do it themselves. Or it's got to be something missing. Like there's no more L.A. Reeds. There's no more like
Babyface.
Yeah, there's no
Teddy
more of
Riley's,
those guys. Jermaine Dupri just kind of was like, fuck it, I'll do my own album.
Yeah.
And so
Timbaland.
Dude. Fucking Aaliyah. Aaliyah was so fucking great.
Right? Missy Elliott? That's all Timbaland.
I knew every lyric. When I moved to New York, I didn't have any material, but I was bombing, and there were 4 black women in the front row at the Boston Comedy Club, and I knew every lyric to Doom. I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky, and you were my prey. And I could do. I knew
Did you do the dance?
I did the whole dance, and that's all I could do on stage. Was recreate a dance that was in a fucking video, and it would murder. But I had no material.
That's so.
And it would be like you would watch me get on stage, and I just look for a black chick, like, "Hey, do you know who Aaliyah is?" It was so fucking.
Let me give you this.
What?
And then no, I'm just saying that's what you were saying.
Oh, that was it. That was all I had.
Yeah.
And then,
let me do this. And
yeah.
Then do it.
But girl, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky, and you were my prey. Baby girl, I'm the man from the big VA. Won't you come around my way? And let's do what I gotta say. You know I'm the man from Japan.
Remember the baby? Remember the baby? Come on. Who the fuck hears a baby crying and goes, you know what, I'm gonna put that in a song?
I would love to hear some Boys to Men.
I think we should play some Boys to Men.
What's the best Boys to Men song?
To be honest, all of them. The one they did with Mariah Carey, One Sweet Day, is amazing. I think On Bended Knee, hands down.
Wait, what's
On Bended Knee is
On Bended Knee?
And then I'll Make Love to You is the Flowers.
I'll Make Love to You is the God, man.
I'll Make Love to You, bro.
Those guys could clean up nightly.
House.
Nightly. This is, if I sang that song, it would be, I'll make love to you, not satisfy you. I'll come faster than anyone ever did to you. I'll make love to me.
And then I'll pee.
And you'll sit on the bed confused.
Very lonely. I got to go. I want a potato.
You're calling your friends right now, complaining. What was that you said? What he did.
Must be gay.
Either that or he is religious.
Tim Tebow must have touched Bert's thing.
Oh, fuck.
Cut his ding-a-ling. And now he can't do anything.
He goes to the Philippines.
You know what I mean.
To cut little brown wieners. Joe, I fucking love you, buddy.
I love you more.
Thank you for doing this.
You're the best.
Hey,
man.
what's you're on? You start your tour up soon?
Start tour this. When does this air, by the way?
I don't know. Probably before we both do Dallas.
Okay. The tour is on. I'm back out, and it's gonna be bigger this time. I'm doing Abu Dhabi, Jordan, Bahrain, Qatar, and then I'm doing more arenas, man. We're going to Florida.
Holy
We're doing.
shit.
There's a lot of makeup dates in here, man. I feel so bad from the pandemic, bro. 2 years old.
Jesus Christ, how much time are you spending in Texas?
I know a lot, bro, a lot. But I'm
Anchorage.
excited. I can't wait. And then, of course, I'm shooting my Netflix special in Brooklyn, New York.
God dang.
Yeah. Oh,
Target
Target Center
Center.
in Minneapolis. I can't wait for that one. And yeah, I'm excited. Man.
God damn.
Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona. Pechanga Arena twice. I'm doing 2 shows there. Forum is already sold out. That's not till February. And
Tallahassee, November 17th.
is that your hometown?
Yeah. No. Tampa is Amalie Arena.
Let's
Amalie
go,
Arena,
bro.
November 17th. Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
And then Melbourne, Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
Fort Myers, rather.
And then we're doing another Europe tour.
Are
We're
you
doing
really?
the O2 Arena.
God damn it, man.
The Forum, man.
I'll tell
That's
you this,
crazy.
man. I say this out loud. I know you inspire a lot of dudes, but you definitely inspire me, man.
Wow.
I love watching you work. It makes me feel like it gives me hope that you can just when hard work meets talent, this shit happens. That you don't have to fucking be one of the chosen dudes. I've watched you in your career. I've seen opportunity come your way, and I've seen you make your own opportunity. And you inspire me, brother.
I love
For real.
you, Bert.
I love you too, man.
I was talking to you with the Netflix people today. And
Oh,
yeah, for real. Joanne says hi, and just like what a genius you are. And I told you earlier in the podcast, it's just like you just keep creating and you stay in a creative mindset. And I wish more people would just look at that and be inspired by it, because you're a fucking beast, bro.
thank you.
Like every time you do something, I'm like, God damn it, Bert. Buy another bus. That's what I say to my crew. Bert did it. We can do it.
All right, let's buy another bus.
I love you, man.
Love you, brother.
Let's go.
Oh, man,